Hello. Look at that boy. Look at that boy. He both loves and hates the bath. Jake? Hell yeah. Who's my good boy? Huh? You my good boy? Huh? Look at this. He always has that relaxed, smiling face. Yes, he does. Oh, oh, oh. Aw, motherfuckers got scared and left. All you little bitches that don't stay after you log into somebody's live stream, y'all can suck my nuts. Please, suck my nuts. That's what they are for. I have nuts that are here for you. Come on. Jake. Yeah. Pepperoni. Dog pee-pee. Mr. A-Rod, what is up, sir? Can't help but remember, did I ban you at one point? No, not you. But there's one time at band camp I kicked the shit out of a man. People. Beep. Boop. Beady baby boop. Da. Yeah, na. Anyways, what's up, guys? Should be 2 more guns up there, but they got delivered after business hours, so dog. Yes. How you doing, buddy? Ooh, big booger. Hold on, don't move. Don't move. I gotta get this guy. Wait, don't move. Don't move, I'm a surgeon. Don't move, don't move. Dude, that's like the worst string cheese ever. I got it. Yeah. Alright, how you doing, huh? Look at me playing with my dog. Not much. You don't just won't want active in a while at one point. How are things going lately? Yeah, so I wasn't active for a while because YouTube is being a bunch of cunts. And I figured out exactly what they're doing, spoke to a couple of lawyers, and I actually made the video talking about how they're shadow banning me and how much they can do this to themselves. And yeah, I'm just waiting for them to fuck up. What's up, AG? Look at the boy. Look at the boy. He's dead. Actually, he's a good boy. Yeah, so they can kiss my ass when it comes to shadow banning me. I made that video, did well for a little bit, and then all of a sudden, deep. Meow. You're seeing a dog this gentle? Oh. Yeah, he loves his treats. But yeah, gave him a bath yesterday. That's where that picture comes from, and he was having fun. But yeah, he and I are just hanging out, just having a blast, watching some TV, on-demand stuff. But yeah. My buddy's shop was supposed to get my new guns in, and they arrived after he was closed, so he didn't get them today. So hopefully I'll get them tomorrow. Also, I realized I can do what's called a variance to my license. I can apply for a variance to move to this location, so I need to get that set up. But I got to finish out the rooms on this bay. So I put 2 new panels up over there on the computer side. So this room's almost fully enclosed. There's a little gap that I gotta fill in, but I don't care about that. I'm taking my old man up to the range probably next week. Nice, dude. Any guns in particular that you're trying to shoot, or are you just kind of going up there for fun? Just kind of have fun, just do it. Pew, 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 pew. Yeah, Rocky's being a good boy. He's become a little bit more vocal in the last few weeks, and I'm kind of digging it, but it's also sometimes a little bit annoying when he talks like a... Yeah, I got you, buddy. I get you. Yeah. Anyways, other than that, did you guys see the live stream I did this morning? I went streaming on YouTube today instead of just on Twitch. I'm going to stream on Twitch after I'm done with here tonight. So I'm going to stream on here till about 10, and then I'm going to jump over to Twitch, twitch.tv/The Jimmini Show, and do a little bit of video game streaming over there. But the boy, the Rocky, yeah, he's just chilling. Is today Monday? It must be Monday because I'm live streaming. Fun, but I also got a 0 in my red dot on my Springfield. Nice. Let me pet that butt. Let me pet that butt. Let me pet that butt. You ever seen a dog this tolerant? Have you? Good boy. Come here. Just relax. So come on in, say hi. Say hi to the dog. He's just sitting here. He's probably down in your comment sections. No, you can see him just fine. If you're watching on a computer or something, your comments aren't blocking, my boy. It's all your comments. Air Max, what's up? He's doing all right. Hold on, let's look at his pad. Yeah, his split pad is healed up pretty good. That was the biggest problem he'd been having recently. Yeah, you're doing good, buddy. Yeah, he's just being a good old boy. Working on getting the hoodies produced, but it's going to cost a lot of money, so. What's up, Joe? Did I hear something about additional guns? Yes. So Stonehaven sent me back my 226 Stainless Elite, which you guys have seen on the channel before. It's an all stainless with wood grips, Cocobolo grips on it. Gerson sent me their CMX, which is their 4.4-inch staccato clone. It's actually like a staccato haze kind of mix because it has no grip safety, and I'm looking forward to shooting that. And then there's a couple of layaways that I'm trying to be able to afford this month, including a SIG 226 Navy that's Mark 25 and a SIG 250 22, which is actually kind of a rare bird. I'd never seen one before. I'm going to have to find a box for it. But yeah, a SIG 250-22. Hey, buddy. Yeah, it's okay. I'm very surprised with SIG. I have their Romeo RS Compact red dot, and I had a little malfunction with it a while ago. Sent it in with my Springfield slide, and I got a whole new dot. Well, I mean, SIG, you get what you put in, right? So this applies to anything, right? If you're having a problem with a company, a person, a manufacturer, etc., the way you interact with them is typically how they're going to interact with you. So if you call them up, you're like, you motherfuckers, you guys did this to me. I dislike you greatly, and I'm going to tell everybody how terrible you are. You'd be like, go fuck yourself. But if you call them up, you're like, hey, man, look, something happened. I'm not sure what. Is there anything you can do to help me? Or, hey, man, this thing happened. Can you take a look at it? 99 times out of 500, they are going to help you. I'm not sure what that percentage is. It's like 18%. Sounds like you came across some SIG deals. Oh, yeah, also a SIG 365 XL with a freaking Holosun 507K and a Surefire TLR, or not Surefire, but a Streamlight TLR7 sub for under 500 plus tax. So, yeah. Not sure what's going on, but it's like SIG day because I also bought the SIG AXG carry last month. Traded in a couple of my other guns and got that one, so. I'm gonna bite you. Ready? He smiles whenever I look at it. Look at his face. Hey, watch. Kekwa. He's my boy. That's my boy. Help me, father, my boy. Have you ever heard of the holster company called Rounded? If you have, what's your opinion on them? I have not, but I'm not really a big holster guy. When I need holsters, I usually look into the cheap bin. Stop, stop, stop. Let me just see what that is. Okay. Stop. Okay, just a callus on your... It's just a callus. Okay, good boy. But yeah, I have not heard of that company, but I don't deal with a lot of holster companies. I usually just buy from the cheap bin and find stuff that fits. I'm not an accessories guy, man. That's why a lot of people look at me and they're like, oh, well, he's the reviewer. He does all this stuff. Well, you know what? I don't do those kind of reviews. Am I still scheduled to go shooting at the range tomorrow? If so, can we expect some footage? I'm going to do my damnedest. The problem is the guns were supposed to come in today that I was going to take to the range. So if I have to, I'll just do a range video with that gun. My hope is that I get all the other guns. What is up, Mr. Mouse? How you doing today? But if the other guns come in before too long tomorrow, like if he gets them when he opens, that would be beneficial. But it'll definitely help me out if they show up at his place before I'm supposed to go. Also, it snowed today. It's supposed to be 75 on Thursday, but it snowed today, so I might wait till Thursday and go to a different range. Yeah, do me a favor. Mouse is right. If you're new in here, hit the like button. It just helps grow the channel, helps grow the algorithm. So YouTube, if you watched my previous video that I put out yesterday, YouTube is skirting legality. They're definitely just freaking running over morality and ethics with the way that they're trying to get rid of 2A channels by hiding my content without the ability for me to sue them. And if you wonder why I want to sue them, basically they're using defamation, but they're getting away with it because they're doing it in private. I don't know if that makes sense. Private defamation doesn't usually make sense, but here's what they're doing. If you didn't watch the video, that's fine. If you want to watch the video, click on my channel name and look at the last video. What they're doing is they're removing my videos, claiming that I'm facilitating the sale of restricted goods, firearms, etc., on 8-year-old videos. Number one, they're saying I'm trying to use an 8-year-old video to sell a gun. That's what I have to say about that. But they're trying to claim that I'm using an 8-year-old video to sell guns. Then they're claiming that they've done that 5 times, and they always pick a time, a random time in the video. This is the example. The last time they picked was me literally showing a gun was empty and clear. So good job on their part. And then they auto reject any appeal that I filed because that's the way they do it. I have not appealed a single video that they've taken down in the last few months because I'm chronicling it and archiving the information, because what they're doing is defamation in private. So they say that I'm doing this, remove my videos, but they don't give me a warning. They don't give me a strike, which is why I'm still live streaming, even though they've taken down 6 videos in the last few weeks. If they don't give me a warning and they don't give me a strike, it doesn't appear on the channel. So if you search the Para-Ordnance first 100 round video, it would just say that it doesn't exist anymore. It won't say why. It won't say that I got a strike for facilitating the sale of restricted goods. It won't say anything, because the minute that that video appears with that disclaimer, this video has been removed for violating terms of service, specifically facilitating the sale of restricted goods. As soon as it says that, that crosses the line into public defamation. It involves a third party. So there's me, YouTube, and then you guys, the third party. If it involves you guys, then it becomes defamation because I can prove that I wasn't selling a firearm. And if I can prove defamation on the part of YouTube and Google, I can sue Google. And I'm waiting for that opportunity. So am I daring them to take my channel down? Kind of. I really wish they would do something stupid like that, because it would make for an absolutely wonderful fucking class action lawsuit against them. I understand this is their platform. That's the other thing. A lot of guys are like, I'm waiting for them to fuck up in a way that's beneficial to me. It is their platform. If they decide they don't want gun channels, then they could just get rid of all the gun channels. If they decide they don't want gun videos, they can get rid of all the gun videos. If they wanted to demonetize me, they could. But the problem is they have to publicly state why they're demonetizing me. This isn't a privacy thing. The minute they claim that and it can be publicly demonstrated why they're trying to fuck with me, then I can go after them. So I've sent cease and desist to their legal teams. I've spoken with their legal team through email, and I've said any retaliatory actions taken against me will be basis for a civil lawsuit. So hopefully they won't do anything. Yes, I did hear that. The highest it's going to be in Connecticut is like 66 next week. Connecticut, man, I'm supposed to be making a run up there. So my aunt is moving to a new place, and my uncle, he died last year, or yes, it was last year. So he died last year, and he had thousands of books. So I'm going to go up and get them, and I'm going to bring them back, see if there's any books that I want to keep, and if not, then I'm going to get rid of them all. But at least she'll get rid of them without having to pay somebody. And I'll take a nice road trip with my dog. My aunt will get to meet my doggo. She didn't get to meet my dog. Oh no, she did meet my dude. Did you meet Enid last time, Rocky? Yeah, Rocky met Enid last time. So yeah, we'll see her, and then I'll pick up those books, and then we'll move on. Yeah, what are your guys' plan this week? If it's nice where you are, obviously not in the upper Northeast, because weather. You know what's funny? I got more people watching my videos, my two-board gaming video today than I have on any live in a long time, because we've got danger things. Those are pictures, YouTube. They're not even in the same room. It's all fake. Boy's having an existential crisis right now. He's like, I am dog. I am dog. He always has to touch me when he's trying to sleep. It's a really encouraging thing to know that my dog loves me that much. I don't know. I'm thinking of quitting my job. I mean, if you got something else lined up, it's not my job to talk you out of it. I wish you the best if you decide to. I would never encourage somebody to stay in a job they hate. Yeah, Rocky's all right, though. He had such a traumatic day yesterday with getting a bath. Same here, just spending time with my girlfriend this weekend, not next Saturday, but the following Saturday is going to be a half day. Hard day. Yeah, I don't have an opinion to offer to anybody, Do what you feel is right, but please take care of yourselves when you do it. That's the way I put it. If you want to do something funny or something fun or something dangerous or something reckless, I can't stop you. But I'm not going to pretend that I can understand or help you, because I can't figure out my own life 90% of the time. Nero, welcome back again. Yeah, I don't know, man. I called off today. Well, just think about that mortgage you got there. Keep that in mind, buddy. He's so cute. He's sleeping. Michael, what's going on? It's going, man. It's going. I am out of my Gatorades. I just realized all I have is water. Yuck. I'm trying to talk. So I don't know why I've been on a sig kick the last couple of weeks. It's like their company doesn't want to work with me after I made fun of their 1911X. So I'm just kind of figuring things out. But yeah, I'll have a 365 XL for no reason. The 250-22, I probably will wind up moving on. I know Mouse is interested in that one, so yeah, hang in there, Mouse. Absolutely. It's interesting that the 250-22 even exists. It came out in 2015, and it's 22 long rifle, but the gun can be converted to 357 SIG or 40 caliber or even 9mm because the lower is completely usable with any slide and upper. So I may take my Legion top off and throw it on. Oh, I can't do that because that's striker fired. I think I'd have to find this slide and barrel for a 9mm 250, but they're not too hard to find. Yes, sir. I like 22. I wish it was the threaded barrel variant. Sorry, piece of scar tissue. But yeah, if it had been the threaded barrel variant, that would have been even better because then I could have just run that with my Osprey. But yeah, it's like all these SIGs came out of nowhere, and I'm like, okay. Yeah, 22 long rifle is priced right. You know, my problem with 22 long rifle is it's such a weak round that it doesn't feel like you're actually shooting a gun when you shoot it. To me, it feels like I'm shooting airsoft. When I'm shooting 22, I feel like I'm shooting airsoft. And if I'm going to shoot something that feels like airsoft, I might as well avoid regulation and just shoot airsoft is where my brain goes to. I like the kick of a 9 and a 45 and a 10 mil screw 40. Yeah, I just like the feel of a heavier round, something that's a little bit more fun to play with. Come on, all you people that are just floating in and out, tell your friends to come watch my shit, dude. Just fucking team up. Watch my shit. I'm a funny guy. I'm a mushroom. I'm fun guy. Me fun guy.
Ah, okay, Gary. Isn't that right, doggy?
Dude, it's so freaky. You gotta see this. Oh, he woke up, but when he passes out, this eye rolls back, so all I see is the white of his eye, and he looks like he's a fucking psycho. Boods, what's up, man? I'm calling you Boods. He's the Boods. He's the dudes with the boods, and he's booty, 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 booty. You guys should go check out Joe South, man. Joe South does a bunch of videos and shorts and stuff. He's growing. He's got equal number of subscribers to videos. I was like that for the longest time. I just got lucky with a couple of my videos, a couple of my shorts. Oh, did I wake you up? I'm sorry. You want to come here? Come here. Turn. Alright, you just do you. There he is. It's a little dry in here. Just relaxing, nothing wrong with that. Trust me, I enjoy that as well. Oh, look at.
Oh, look at that. Look. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
This is how much he cares about what I'm doing. He's like, roll, your dog. Nah. I grabbed the wrong sized tortilla. Is that possible? You don't grab the wrong size tortilla, you just need more cheese. I'm making copycat McDonald's snack wraps for lunch. You're just making a supersized snack wrap now. Add more chicken, lettuce, beef, whatever's in it. Saying you grabbed the wrong size tortilla is like saying you grabbed the wrong size supermodel. Not possible. She's a super freak and she likes to eat, so we went to Zaxby's for some chicken. When we went back to my place, she got down on her knees and started licking my floor. I thought that shit was weird. Hi-ho, Kermit the Frog here, saying if you don't take care of your doggos, dog penis, if you don't take care of your doggos, are you even a good person? Always add more meat and cheese. Exactly. The only time you made a wrong decision is if you're lactose intolerant. Look at the boy. 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 Don't move. Don't move. Don't move. Look at the boy. There you go. Here you go. I'm sorry. Here. There you go. You ever seen the dog more, buddy? Throw my ammo home from storage, but I don't know where to store it. In the gun! He actually likes it. It's blocking the light. So all these people looking for auto repairs, they flaked on you. Not just really flaked. A lot of the problem comes down to the fact that they're all a bunch of bitches who their Facebook people are flaky. Oh Jesus, yeah, definitely freak me out. So I would love to get some serious work done. So I want to do some detailing and automotive work. I get the same response that I got as a salesperson from everybody. It's like, oh yeah, that's really great. I'll keep you in mind for down the road. What I really love is in 2 months when I see them again and they tell me how they went to the dealership and paid $165 an hour labor for something I could have done for $100. That always makes me feel actually really good. So when I was a kid, when I was younger, when I was doing things, now I'm a hustler. I will do whatever I need to make money, but I am not going to argue with you. I don't like trying to win an argument to get you to do something with me, because then nobody's going to be happy, because you're going to be a little bitch. You're going to complain about everything. So I don't want your business. I like people that are grateful to me for what I'm doing when I do it. So I don't give a shit when these people are like, oh, well, I'll think about it. Okay, go fuck yourself. I had a guy call me and he was like, oh, can I bring it to you Thursday? Yeah, bring it to me Thursday. He doesn't show up, doesn't call. I don't call him back. He calls me on Friday. He's like, oh, I'm sorry, I was still thinking about it. I'm like, that's cool. He's like, can I bring it today? I'm like, no. I'm like, I'm fine. I'm good. Sorry, man, you'll have to take it somewhere else. Oh, 100% Air Max. So when somebody takes their car to a dealership and they're paying $165 an hour and they think they're getting a better deal because that mechanic is certified, no. I can tell you for an absolute fact, between the years of 2012 and 2015, not a single person at Jerry's Ford in Leesburg, Virginia certified themselves. I did every single certification for all the salespeople, 2 of the managers, and 2 of the mechanic staff. So their certifications were false. They paid me $1,000 to do their certification so they can make money. So yeah, absolutely. You can feel free to go anywhere you want, do anything you want. If it makes you feel better because you're paying more, good for you. I've run into that with when I'm starting my business. I wanted investors, so I was offering $10,000, $15,000 packages. And people were like, well, don't you need more? Yes, but that's why I'm only offering you 10% of my company or 5% of my company. So MC, hey brother, how you feeling, man? Been a while. Yeah, you are not wrong, dude. I'm back on my regular Mondays, Wednesdays, Friday schedule. I might do a little bit more video game live streaming during the week, like during the days. And then I need to get the computer side going, although I just sold 52 gigabytes of DDR4, right? That shouldn't be worth much. It was 10 sticks, 10 8 and 4 gig sticks, right? I got $300 for 10 random sticks of DDR4. RAM I got for free, by the way. Doing well, bro. How are you? Video game streams will be awesome. So I did one today, and I literally had the same number of concurrent streamers as I do for this, which is hilarious. But yeah, absolutely, man. Thank you for the gift, too. Appreciate that, brother. What's wrong, buddy? I keep shocking you because it's so dry in here. Ow, stop it. Stop shocking me. I will kick your ass. Here I go. Boop. You just saw it here. I abused my dog. Yeah, so mainly because YouTube will promote a video game stream because supposedly it's better.
She's a maniac, maniac on the road. And she's dancing like she's never danced before. 'Cause it's a thriller night.
Okay, was that too much? All right, I'm sorry. He has his lines. He knows when he's having too much fun. Sorry, boy. What's new with you, man? Not much, dude. I mean, I moved into the 3,000 square foot garage, kind of built an apartment area in the 3,000 foot garage. And it just kind of moving along, but times are tough. 2A community sucks. Not you guys, but the 2A community on YouTube sucks. I'm trying to get a hold of a representative from Rumble. Trying to get it in with them. Yeah, if I can get in with them, I'll be happy. Yeah, that's another thing we're doing, MC, is I'm doing a hoodie, okay? Gray, black, OD green, sizes ranging from medium to 4X. They're $60. If you buy one of my hoodies, you get a free entry into a chance to win a TSOS 2011. It's the BR9 that I had on the channel last year. I'm going to be giving that away. Talk to SDS about getting a couple of other giveaway guns. We're going to see what they can do if they have any other teenies that come back. Cody, what is up, brother? I'm just trying not to mess with my dog's dew claw too much. But yeah, so they're trying to work with me. We'll see what happens. But yeah, at $60, I'm going to get started on getting those produced. If we only get 25 to 30 orders up front, then I'll only produce 25 to 30 hoodies. It just increases your chances of getting the gun. So, wait, the forged one, the black BR9 double stack DS. If somebody can jump onto my channel and find the video link. So it's the Gen 2 with the bull barrel, not the one that's full modified. It's bone stock with the red dot on it. I have a Rumble account, only have one video on there with like 2 views. So I need to, so my buddy Jared at SDS, he's like their media guy. He told me about one of the guys that's on there, so he's trying to get me the information or at least get a hold of him to try to get me affiliate signups there in order to grow the channel there. If he can, great. It'll make my videos hit better. If not, then big fucking whoop. But we're going to work on that. So, but yeah, the last video that went up from me there was like a year ago. YouTube either quit allowing them to grab my videos or something happened with the auto upload feature. So I need to check that out. Also, I'm going to start doing some edited videos. I've been practicing with, I don't have money, so I need to use Windows Photo Video Editor for basic edits. And if you've ever seen my edited videos, they're very, very mildly edited anyways. So I'm going to be using those tools instead of paying $25 a month for Adobe. What I'd really like to do is find an old copy of Adobe Essentials CC. Adobe Essentials CC is kind of like what the viewer does, but it's Adobe just dedicated. But the photo editor, video editor does H.264 or H.265 MP4 encoding, so it should be fine. But yeah, it does suck trying to deal with companies like Rumble or PlayU or Pepperbox. I'll never get on because Pepperbox is invite only. It's kind of like a Netflix thing where you're paying for several creators, full collections, where I am literally just a doofus who looks at guns. I don't do edutainment. I don't do entertainment shit. The shorts are sometimes entertainment, but not the long forms. Yeah. I'm so old I have an ear hair. And I'm trying to pull it out because I'm a psycho. Ow! Upcoming videos. I sold a lot of DDR4. I have a little bit of DDR4 left. I have a pre-built system that I want to do a video on, just seeing if you can use one in 2026. An old 7th gen. I'm sorry you're feeling down, Drunk Mouse. Go shoot the Tavor, man. Maybe, and I'm not a psychiatrist, but maybe it's because you're finally like kind of in Arizona now. You changed a big part of your life, and you're thinking about the way things are going. You're thinking about the things you're going through, man. That can lead me to fucking thinking too much. That is funny. The on-screen there auto-corrected you to thanks, but the one on my laptop just says thank. That's too funny. Mixtape finna be crazy. Okay. Yeah, true. I think you're right. Yeah, you and I have had discussions where I've told you, told you, Stonehaven, McManus, everybody to just back off and leave me alone. So if you need that kind of space too, just feel free to tell us to fuck off. Do my editing on the DJI program from my gimbal. Okay. I've never tried that. Oh, the lever does have the tritium front sight. It's awesome. Oh, the Tavor does have the tritium front sight. It's awesome. That's awesome, dude. When I took that in on trade from my buddy, I really didn't look at the gun much. I just kind of offered it to you guys, you and Stone. Stone didn't want it, so you got a hell of a deal, I think. Also, I was doing a little bit more research, and I can actually, since I haven't turned over my acquisition book or anything to the ATF, I can apply for a variance and address change. If I can do that and just bring my FFL into this location, I'm going to do that. It's a really cool gun, thank you. Yeah, and sorry that I don't know how I didn't notice that I didn't put the rail covers in there, but they're sent out and everything's sent out. So I think everything except for the Titan is. I'm going to drop the Titan off with John when he gets my other two guns ready for me. Also, technically, I don't have to give up my license right now. Like, I could still technically bring guns into this location. But I'm waiting to see. I got to talk to my ATF guy. Oh, good. Yes, do that for the address change. That's what I did for my FFL 03. Yeah. The only main thing is I'm trying not to run a private business this year, so I might just pay for my business tax use license and not fucking use it, because I didn't do any business last year, really, because I got injured again. I don't intend to do much this year, but I'll need it if I'm going to do any online orders and shit like that. So if I have customers and things like that, I can do FFL transfers. I'm going to set the front part of this side of my shop up, since it's a separated, complete separate side. I'm going to finish out the walls, get the electrical put in, and then just fucking do transfers. It's still crickets for me. Yeah, so I'm going to talk to them tomorrow. Because they need to come in and inspect, and I need to mount the safe into the wall. Once I do that, it'll be fine. That would be really good. It would also be really convenient, because then I wouldn't have to, take the guns to my buddies. I don't mind giving them the business. Obviously, that's not the point. But the point is, if I don't have to go to them, I'm not going to go to them. You know what I mean? But it still means I got to find money. So, trying to exist. Got a couple of video game systems I'm going to list online. See what happens. Yeah, that would be easier, and you could get more test samples. Yeah, I mean, like I said, normally just sending them to my buddy's shop isn't a big deal, because he only charges me $10 for a transfer. But yeah, also I got to figure out money for April, because that's when the NRA show is in Texas. Time to be healthy and have some fruit. I've been snacking on bacon this whole time I'm getting my lunch together. Bacon inherently isn't as bad as people think. Yes, there's cholesterol and fats in it, but it's no carbs and great source of protein. So, although I had my blood sugar once crashed terribly because I was eating nothing but bacon and eggs have no carbs. Rocky is laying down in the bed, so good for him. I'm going to lean back a little bit. Lean back! Oh, shit. Hold on a second. Let me move my... There we go. There we go. Yeah, there's nothing on the wall because I don't have money. There you go. I have suck and I have cock. Every now and then I have crack rock. Choo choo. Choo choo. Currently think of starting my Serico company as well, but currently not trying to find a location in my city is out of limit. Damn. What do you know about the new Beretta Jaguar? I think if I go to work tomorrow, I'll feel better. Hold on a second, let me look up the Beretta. I don't know anything personally about it, but... Huh. Light on recoil, heavy on performance, the B-22 Jaguar was built to train, built to last, and built like nothing else in its class. The fact that they made it rhyme makes me fucking weirded out. Looks like a Ruger Mark IV style kind of thing, Mark IV 25, although it's got more of a Walther grip on it. I mean, it's a 22. It's hard to really screw up a 22. Yes, you can do it, but yeah, it looks very, very, very common. It's got a bolt system in the back. I'm sure it's fine, but I'm not paying those $700 for one. I think if I go to work tomorrow, I'll feel better. Well, I hope you do, brother. I want a 1911, but an optics cut 9mm, plus don't want to spend a fortune. Gerson T-Sauce. I have Gerson's new CMX coming tomorrow, which is their 4.4 staccato clone. Straight up staccato clone, dude. They even got rid of the grip safety. Beretta 71 is unofficially called the Jaguar. Gotcha. Yeah, so there's one called the Tac Metal. It's the one I'm looking at. The Tac Metal is the one that's $700. They do a competition. That's the girl from Ipanema sung terribly. That's too much for a 22. Dude, anything over like 4 1/4, I'd probably say. Like a Volquartsen, if you can get a Volquartsen, complete Volquartsen for like $500, that's about pushing it. But like Brownings, a lot of their shit, their high-end ones that are like $600-700, no. If it was a pure competition gun, then I could probably justify it. But the fact is, it is not. Is that my stomach? What is that? Is that my belt? Okay, cool. Volquartsens are worth it. Yeah, but you can also buy Volquartsen uppers and stuff. Oh my God. I am... There's 438,000 channels that have more subscribers than me. Did you know that? 340,000 channels that have more views than me. I never had a US rank before. That's interesting. I am ranked 1,882nd in the United States now. Yeah, I'm in the top 5%, and there's still 300,000 channels with more views than me. Dude, I've lost almost 5 million views from them taking down videos. That is fucked up. You know, if I'm consistently getting a few 100,000 views a month, though, I'm happy with that. So let's keep going. Haywood, what's up, dude? Is this BR9 video, HDPC, blah, blah, blah? Hold on a second. Yes. Did they make it right? Dude, T-Sauce Duty 1911. Yes, pin that. So if you want to see the gun I'm giving away, it's in the pin video. T-Sauce, T-I-S-A-S. Dude, I did something naughty last night about the Romeo 5 and Giulio for the Tavor from PSA. I mean, it's a good setup, and if it's from PSA, it was probably on sale. I'm planning a 1911 total rebuild of race gun, so are all base model 1911s the same? No, you do have to be very careful. It all depends on what you're trying to do with it. There are 4 different beaver tails, 4 different grip safety cuts, 2 different disconnector styles. There's a Series 70, Series 80, technically a Series 90. There's Marvell cuts in the slides. The barrel links can all be completely different. So a base gun, now if you have a straight up old school GI style A1, yes, those are all basically the same. But if you can't just mix and match parts, there is some measuring, there is some fitting that is required depending on which parts you're using. Suck, they messing with your videos like that. Yep, no, like I said, dude, I'm waiting for them to cross the line. I kind of want them to fuck up. I kind of want them to fuck up and pull my shit completely. Because the lawsuit will be glorious. So I combo, got the Blem Saber lower the other day, gonna get it on Wednesday nights. I really like how compact the Devore is head next to my AR, and Devore was still shorter and has an 18.5. Nice. Yes, the Tavor is definitely an interesting bullpup. I never fired it. I should have taken it to the range. Range time, my personal time, my health, everything's been at a premium. I have ammo just laying around. I've got in my gun locker right over there. I've got tons of 9 and shit. Bunch of loaded AR mags. But yeah, I just have not had the time to go out shooting. At some point I will. Rocky, you okay? You alive, buddy? I need to get a range member wick. May range membership next, I don't know. Or find a buddy with some land. Find somebody, not a buddy, find somebody that has land that's willing to let you shoot on it. I don't know what the private laws are in Arizona, but I know they're pretty damn good. You could also shoot underwater in your pool. Might not be reliable, but you can do it. Mrs. Mouse wants a landscaper to fix the front yard and backyard, and he wants $3,500. Well, as long as she's paying for it, you can let her do whatever she wants. That's what I say. Important notifications. Yes, I know. Why is your 1911 cocked? What's the point in doing that? That's somebody who doesn't understand what a 1911 is. Well, I gotta see what that's about. Oh, my warning fell off because they don't want me to get the ability to sue them, like I was saying. That's an idea with the pool. Yeah. Please don't do that. If you get in trouble, it's not my fault. Thinking about a Ruger Red Hawk and 454 Casull for EDC. That's going to be a risk breaker. Have the Gen 1 Galil Aces gone up in value? No idea. I don't follow used gun pricing. I used to look them up when I was buying them, but I never looked up appreciating values. Supposed to pay for the washer dryer, but I ended up footing the bill. Uh-oh. I was kidding. Starting to think of reloading ammo because 300 black is getting even worse. Shit hit 80 cents over here. Jesus, Nero. Can you put a 6-inch barrel in a GI 1911? Yes, you can. The lockup and the lugs and the link are more important than the barrel length. I think when it gets really hot here, it won't be comfortable to shoot outside. Lol. You know, you get a suppressor and shoot into the pool, the bullets can't hit the bottom if you shoot in the deep end. Just, you know, a really terrible suggestion for you. I like touch things. I like to touch things. I love screens that can be. I like touching screens. Yeah. I might use that beautiful box that Tavor came in to send you my Mosin stock. I don't know what box you're talking about because I literally had my buddy send it out. But that's up to you, man. That's the one we were going to try to resin fill, right? And fix the wood on it a little bit, make it better. Make a better, makes a butter better, bigger. Butter better. Butter better makes a butter burger better. Culver's. I got so much swag, I'm going to wear 2 hats. Hold on. There we go. I have to do something to catch people's eyes. The wet dog wasn't enough, apparently. I think you're right. I don't want to get all the lead in my pool, and I think a cop lives 2 houses down. He said it in a cardboard box. Yeah, the cracked stock. Yeah, no, obviously you need to pay attention to your local laws, of course. I had Culver's for dinner tonight. I haven't had Culver's in years because there was one over by my buddy's house in Minnesota, but I haven't lived in Minnesota in 15 years. So, god damn, I've been here in Virginia for 15 years. I have a really fucked up memory in that I remember all my past events as if they were just happened yesterday. Like I remember when my dad took my golden retriever Tessa to my grandfather's up in Connecticut. I remember the night my dad left because my mom was a fucking drunk alcoholic and beat my dad all the time, so my dad had to leave her. You know, I remember everything. I remember all the fights I've ever been in. I remember all my arguments. I remember walking between my house and this warehouse that used to be on the back of our property and finding a dead bird when I was 6. Yeah, it's pretty fucked up, the things you remember, or at least the ones I remember. I remember the first time police put me in the back of a car. I was 15. We were sitting on the wall of the elementary school that was right next to my house. Yeah, I just kind of remember it all. My short-term memory is gone, but my long-term memory is fucking tits. They're all over Wisconsin. I prefer A&W. A&W, I really don't care for them either. It's all fast food these days, man. It just, you know, I'd rather make a nice bunch of eggs and stuff. Like I made a really good omelet this morning. I made eggs with ham cubes and cheese, and Rocky ate half of it. He pooped a lot. He's a dog. Hold on, I need to wear him like this. There we go. What up, buddy? Hello. Come on, up here. Come on. Yeah. I have never had gas station kimchi. Hi. He's looking at me funny. Hello, dog. How are you, dog? Kermit the Frog here, saying hello, dog. It's not easy being... What did you eat? Your breath smells like beef. What do you mean you ate my mama? That's just weird. Good boy. Of course I remember the Surestrumming can. That thing was nasty. Nasty, nasty boy. You don't want the boom. A little closer. There you go. Do you know a snowman? He's my good boy. You want some more Surestrumming? Only if you want me to put it in the action of the next gun that I send you. Oh yeah, get that itch. Get that itch, buddy. Get it. Get it. Yeah, give me that itch. Give me that itch. With gunsmithing, can you take the trigger pull of a 1911 down to 2.5 and make it safe? Yes, absolutely you can. My Gerson Match X, my custom comped refinished gun that I have, has a 1.9 pound trigger, or excuse me, 1 pound 9 ounce, so it's a 1.5 pound trigger, and it's 100% reliable now. Now it does take a lot of work to get it right so that it's reliable, but yes, 2.5 pounds is easily doable. No. Oh, you got them Asian eyes. He's got the, I got the magic in me. I don't know the words, but got the dip and dip and deep and up and babe and babe boop. $500, I'll punch my dog. Right, buddy? Can I punch you for $500? Bro fist. Other side. Thank you. You want a treat? I'm gonna punch your mouth with a treat. Trigger on my Ruger 1911 is around 3-ish pounds stock. So yeah, so a good 1911 trigger is gonna be somewhere in the range of 3 to 5 pounds. 5 pounds on the heavy side for like a cheaper one, like a base stock T-Sauce or a Gerson is fine. The average you're going to see is close to the middle there. Usually around a 4 pound, 4.5 pound trigger is where you'll find like most brands will put their triggers. There is nothing inherently unsafe about a light trigger. What becomes unsafe is when you modify it to the point where it's unreliable. Unsafe and unreliable are two sides of the same coin. For example, when I had my, if some of you remember, I hate fucked my, oh, okay, hold on a second. I hate fucked the trigger in my Match X down to a 1/2 pound trigger, and the gun was super, super fast, except it wasn't reliable, which made it unsafe. So. I could make this trigger 2.5 pounds without even blinking, man. That part is easy. All right, come on. Stay up here with me, okay, buddy? Good boy. Good boy. I will continue to pet my doggo. So you're thinking, why do people like Glocks? The simplicity of them, the honest reliability of them, unless you don't know how to shoot a gun, which creates an inherent unreliability in any firearm. Although it's super easy to stovepipe a Glock, just limp wrist it. But the ease of use and the perceived reliability of a Glock is what makes it so popular. However, there are many other options that use the same Glock system that are virtually as reliable, especially for a novice, non-competition shooter. That's the other thing the internet does to a lot of you people, and by you people, I typically mean you white people that don't know better, is just because you watch PewView shoot a gun fast doesn't mean you can even come close to him. None of you are doing 0.5 splits with the fucking Glock 17 like he can. None of you do. None of you do. Shut the fuck up. None of you do. If you did, you'd be a professional competition shooter and you wouldn't be watching me. You'd be out there competition shooting. So for 95% of us, and I feel I'm a competent shooter. I'm not a super fast shooter, but I'm a competent shooter. People that have shot with me will tell you I'm accurate. I'm pretty quick. I'm reliable and consistent. I don't give a shit about anybody telling me how good a Glock is or an M&P is or a 1911 is. The only thing that matters to me is how good my guns are in my hands. Glock has the most innovative safe tactic and safety. Yep. SIG. So you weren't here when I was talking about it. I've actually picked up 4 SIGs in the last month. So you know, you just got to be wary of. You got to be conscious of what you're buying, wary of what you're doing, and you'll be fine. Yeah. Yes, there. No, it's so the slide, the Series 80 triggers, the drop safe models have a slightly more complicated trigger. However, it doesn't mean you can't work them down. My Para Ordnance Black Ops 1911 is a Series 80 trigger. It's had a trigger job done to it. It has a sub 3-pound trigger in it. So it is doable. It's just more complicated because the Series 70 is no firing pin safety. It's 2 components. You got the spring. So you got the trigger bar pushes the spring moves out of the way of the disconnector, drops it, or the sear disconnector. It drops them because they actually sit on top of each other. So it drops it and allows the gun to fire. So it's a lot less moving parts than any other gun. It's also linear, which makes it more consistent. The Series 80 adds a set of 3 parts, technically 4 if you count the roll pin, that allow it to, when you pull the trigger, pop up, push safety, and then allow the firing pin to go home. It's a little more complicated, but it can be tuned just as easily because a lot of it has to do with the back of the mainspring. Beretta 92 FS and M9 series. So I've recently picked up the Beretta 92 90-2. So that one was kind of fun. Joe is a great shot. I'm a competent shooter. I make jokes. I do stupid videos. I do things like that. But I'm an okay shot. I'm okay. I'm okay. Drunk is a very good shot. What are we at? A little bit over an hour. Nice. We're still maintaining Anyways, you're being modest. You're a really good shot. I'm that way on everything I do. My computer builds, my car builds, and things like that. I think if I ever said I was a great shot or a great mechanic, then I would fail immediately. So that's my paranoia. I'm sorry. I have a G conversion kit for the 92FS, but I haven't gotten around to putting it in. Interesting. What's the gun on the wall? The rifle is the Daria Arms TM22, chambered in 22 long rifle. That's why it's got a Nanamag. And the pistol is the Springfield XDM S9 3.3 inch. I just recently did a video last week on comparing that to the Daria Arms DY9Z or DY9Z. What's up, bud? Did you hear a noise? You seeing ghosts? Was it the ghost of Christmas past? Was he telling you that? I always wonder what he did in a previous life to get to be a good doggo. Mm. Look at this boy. Look at this boy. Yes. Some days he just sits with my hand on his head like this for an hour. Uh-oh. Gotta put on your dog goggles. Your doggles. This shit he puts up with. Gerson Witness 2311 CMX X looks very interesting and sub 1K. So I'm getting the CMX, which is the non-comped version, but I am going to reach out to them about getting me an extra grip module for my Match X because it should go right on there. It eliminates the grip safety, which is a very big thing. All dogs are good, Jimmy. All dogs are good, except small dogs. Small dogs are mean. Small dogs are assholes. That you know how some people say that if you are like Hindu, they believe if you're a bad person, you come back as a slug. Yeah, if you're an asshole to other people, if you're a Karen, Karens come back as fucking yippee chihuahuas. Hi, you're on my arm now. I'll never move again. He's a good boy. Dude, he's like falling asleep while he's sitting there. I love that. DY9's worth the hype. Yes. What are you doing? Last time I was on here, you were going to the hospital. So my hip is not broken. However, I do have some damage to it. I bruised the bone, and I also have a deterioration of the hip that allows it to, my nerves can kind of get pinched in there, which I already knew because I have hip problems when I sit for too long. You look like Rango. It's a compliment. Okay. No, he looks so proud. Yeah, he is. New to my collection, 1727 middle model Potson Dragoon pistol to match my 62 caliber musket. Fires the same ball. Cool, dude. I'm not too familiar with anything like that black powder stuff. But sounds like it'd be fun. I like the $312 collection behind you. Ha ha, joke's on you. It was free. Yeah, I don't have many guns up here anymore. If you go back in my video history, I have a lot of guns. Got rid of a lot of my guns because of the dog as well as life. DY9 is a Gen 3 copy, right? No, it's actually a Gen 3 lower, but it's a Gen 4-5 compatible upper. So the slide is compatible with Gen 5. It's really weird. Gen 3 stuff doesn't work on the Gen 5. The barrel does not work. The spring does not work. But the slide will fit on a Gen 4, Gen 5 Glock. Do you think he's going to want the Echelon back? He will, but he won't bug you about it. He's a cool ass dude. And he's got so many other guns that he got from me that he doesn't need it back. When you get a chance, can you check the G19s with the filler? I want to know if they're Daria proprietary mags. She's I'll wait for them to come back in stock. Yes, I will let you know. If the barrel is not threaded on a 1911, can I comp it? Yes. The most common way to compensate a 1911 is actually with a bushing mounted compensator. It replaces your front bushing that surrounds your barrel. It's not as effective as a barrel mounted compensator, but it will still increase the down pressure, so it will reduce the recoil by up to 40%, they say. But yes, you can do it without a threaded barrel. Nice, cool, thanks. No problem, man. Glocks wouldn't be so bad if they fix that stupid grip angle. Problem is, they fix the stupid grip angle, it's no longer a Glock. So it's like, is it a Glock? Is it really a Glock? The minute you change a Glock from not being a Glock, it's no longer a Glock. That would be like if they gave the Glock angle to a 1911, which they've done with guns like the XP Pro that I have. It has a Glock-ish kind of tilt. It's not quite 1911 vertical, so it's more Glock-ish. Shoot, Mrs. Mouse had a client until 7:30. I thought it was done at 7. Shit. I hope you're not causing any issues. I'm gonna boop the snoot. I'm gonna boop the snoot. Boop. 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 Aw, I'm sorry. Who's a good boy? Can you smile for me? Are you a good boy? Huh? You a good boy? Right? You a good boy? Yeah, you're a good boy. 1911 angle is good angle. Yes, I was trying to get her to finish so we could eat dinner. Oh, well, at least she has something to talk about in her sessions instead of just what's going on.
My husband is a dumbass.
Hi ho. I will try to organize my ammo a little bit. Yeah, that's nothing wrong with that, dude. Hi, Jimmini and Chet. Give that beautiful fur baby a few extra cookies. I intend to give him a couple extra. He's down to his last sleeve. He goes through those snacks like they're water. So he's been having pepperonis today. We've been playing a game where I stick them in between cushions and stuff, and he has to get them. I really like my DY9. I feel it has a better trigger than a Glock. I agree with that. Go ahead. Get it. You want it? Come get it. Uh-oh. It fell. The hell? Bug bone. He's such a good boy. Look how gentle my boy is. Some of y'all never get to see him eating, but he's so gentle. You might be able to help with how I can organize. So like if I do it on a shelf, I usually go 22 at the top and work down in terms of larger calibers, multiple shells, pistol, rifle, shotgun. My dog would have had his nose in that bag as soon as he saw it. You know what's really cool with this guy? Hey, Rock. Look. Rocky, here. Here. Go ahead and take one. Here you go, buddy. No, see? My boy is patient and a gentleman. Yeah. Or you could do it like Jerry Mitchell. You ever see the background of his fucking videos when he's in his gun room, dude? And he's just got piles of ammo boxes that are all fucking wickety-wackety. Did you eat that thing? Good boy. Yeah, who's my good boy? Who's my good boy? Now you're licking my shirt. Stop that. That dog not normal, I tell you. Yeah, he's weird, dude. I can, I filmed it earlier. I took 2 of the cookies and I put them on his paws, and he just sat there with them on his paws, and he ate one off of one paw while leaving the other one on his other paw. That's an idea like Jerry. Yeah, man, just fucking Jenga that shit. Can a striker fire trigger be light in weight along with shorter take up and quicker reset? There are ones that can be, like from the box, you can do a little bit of stuff. You can polish internals, things like that, like a Glock. You can polish things like the cruciform in the back. You can oil it up better. But typically, in order to shorten travel, things like that, you have to change the entire trigger. Yet, I watched him one time. He knows where every box is on those shelves. He just doesn't have them organized. He's like me. Oh, look at this boy. Look at this boy. Look at this boy. They say people look like their owners. Do I look like him? Fun Tucky, what is up? Oh, you got an eye booger. Hang on. He's such a good patient boy. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. You want to bite you? Ready? Thank you. Okay, I won't play with you too much. How you doing, Fun Tucky? Just sitting here with the boy, giving him the pets. Also, Dog penis. And he wonders why he gets banned every now and then. I've never been banned. Anybody else do that? As soon as he yawns, you stick your finger in his mouth? Go. Mm. It's not abuse. I let him lick the peanut butter off me. Hey, Booty, you have a good night, man. I have my 2 dogs next to me also. Well, Rocky is always near me because he's always paying attention to me. It's kind of a burden on him, though, because he doesn't get enough sleep, I don't think. We sleep all night. Rocky, time for bed. You want to go get in the bed? Go get in the bed. No? Okay. You saw how much he likes that one. He's like, the fuck is up with you, human? Yeah. Sometimes I do that to him. One time I stuck my finger in his ear and just left it there. He didn't care. See? Yeah, he's a little bit worried about it now. This just in your ear. Hello. What's up, buddy? Yeah, I got you, buddy. You just want another treat. You want one more? Rocky's a good boy. He's the goodest doggo. Last one for the night, buddy. He's got to last. And pour. I do the same things when my dog yawns. I don't know why I do it. Also, when I'm hugging him, sometimes I bite him. Not hard, it's just weird. I have this instinct to just bite him on the neck, like showing dominance. Good boy. Shake. Thank you. My boy knows what's up. So what else is anybody doing this week, man? It's supposed to be really nice here in Virginia at the end of the week, so I might go to the range later on in the week. You can tell that your animal is bonded to you when you just sit here and stare. Hey, buddy, what's up? You being a good boy? Blah, blah, blah. I got you, buddy. Yeah, good boy. We're getting more snow. Time to move south. Come on down, buddy. Hopefully I go to work tomorrow. You will. You'll get over. I know you, dude. You're a resilient mother father. You know what your responsibilities are, and I don't see you shirking them. So you do you, brother. I know you'll do the right thing. You always do. Also, dog penis. You can't get mad. It's sheathed. My fur baby sleeps under his blanket right next to me. You know, he's fine with blankets. I can put a blanket over him and he like reacts or relaxes and he's fine. But after a while, he gets up, turns around, and lays down somewhere else on the bed. Haven't seen you in a while. What's with all the changes? Life sucks, man. Just kind of going through it. Yeah, you're right. No problem, Mouse. Just, had to get rid of a lot of my stuff. I wound up getting a service animal. Got rid of a lot of my guns because between December and this last month, Rocky has cost me almost $5,000. Moved to a new place-ish. Technically homeless, living in my shop, but I converted it into a living area, so. You got 20 50 caliber cans stacked and organized. Jesus Christ. Didn't realize you had such a nice armory. I know when the apocalypse happened, I'm driving to Arizona.
Arizona. You want to go see Drunk Mouse? You want to see the drunk mouse? You want to see the mousey who is drunk?
Yeah, you should talk to your bosses and see if they want to sponsor a disabled guy before you quit. Be like, hey, man, I got the perfect opportunity for you guys to hide a bunch of your money. They can give me $1 million for advertising, and then they can fuck off. Dude, I have way more. Lol. Jesus. I named my fart Hemorrhoid Speed Bagger. Okay. That's the tip of the iceberg. I just showed you the tip of my dogberg. Is there a way I can email you with some questions I have but don't want to ask on here? Yeah, the name of my channel, the Jimmini Show at gmail.com. It's also in the About section. So if you just click on the name of the channel, go over there, you can use the link to email me. Spank that butt. Been stockpiling in California because I had the FFL 03 and was afraid of the new laws. Gotcha. No problem, Paisley. I've had a hard time before in my life. Also, months behind on bills, starts vehicle representatives, eating condiments on bread for dinner. I just kept praying and never gave up, and now I'm out of that. I would love to be able to be out of that. I would love to get a job, but every time I try to work, I wind up hospitalized and they cut something else off, or I wind up with an increase in my conditions. That's why I have a service dog, because, you know. I wish I could keep it in the garage, but I don't think I can because of the heat here. It would not be a good idea unless your garage was temperature controlled. Not complaining, just sharing. I hear you, brother. I don't care if anybody wants to vent about what they're going through as well. You guys sit and listen to me. That's fine. Just don't beat up any. Don't be argumentative with other people in the comments. That's all I ever ask. Also, we're not comparing pain. I'd hate to see that. We don't want to devolve into that. Plus, I'd win. I killed myself. Garage gets hot. Yeah, that wouldn't be. I mean, hot and dry is one thing, but it's still not good for long-term storage. So, Tyrone, what's happening, Joe? How's the leg? The leg is fine. That's my new thing. I'm just gonna, I said last live stream that I was gonna stop complaining as much, and I really need to. I'm sure Virginia gets muggy. We do, but I tend to only live and stay in climate-controlled things. So, like, it's super dry in here. I keep shocking Rocky. But yes, it can be. I'm also in the Shenandoah Valley, so I have two mountains that are kind of like on both sides of me for major weather changes. So it's not as bad here. I think the garage will get to at least 120 in the summer. If it wasn't humid, that wouldn't be terrible for ammo, but yeah, you could degrade the primer. Oh, excuse me, the powder and the primer over time. Isn't that right, Rocky? Only 29 likes. Come on, guys. Hit the like button for me, would you? Do me that big favor. If you're new here, I need to rebuild myself in the algorithms, so I need more likes. Even if you don't subscribe, just fucking hit the like button, would you? Thank you. Appreciate it. Look at that. 31. I think the garage will get to at least. Yep. I don't want to take a chance. I'm going to just work on storing it somewhere inside. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure there's got to be a closet or something that you don't like a family member or something, and just turn that closet into your, like your guest room if you want to keep people from hanging too long. Fill it with ammo. Found an Apollo 11 for 700, so you ordered it. Fair price for sure. The only thing I'm not a fan of is the grip modules, but the guns themselves seem to work. 5-inch or 4-inch? Nice, 5-inch for $700. If I found another one for that kind of money, I definitely would have taken it. You telling me to get back in the closet? Yeah, absolutely. When he's walking around in the wife's doilies, All black. It's my preferred colored keyway for those. I'm not a fan of the design of the slide, so if you're going to bifurcate your slide, at least being all black makes it less obvious. I don't know if I'll ever get another Apollo 11. I don't like the grips, but that's changeable, so it's like, we started streaming 85 minutes ago. Can you believe that? 85 minutes ago, I was 86 minutes younger. Well, you and I have experienced time travel. Thinking about where we are right now in this instant, we are now 83 minutes into the future from where we were 83 minutes ago. He's almost asleep. He's twitching. You want to see my doggo twitch? You're okay, buddy. It's like he knows when I'm going to film him. You're okay, buddy. No, you're okay. I got you. Oh, that. When they do the... Oh, he's so cute. Okay. So low because they just redesigned it, released the Apollo 11 V2. They redesigned the grip. They did change the grip. I saw that, and it's interesting that they were able to save themselves from bankruptcy. Because they were on the verge of bankruptcy and closing down shop, yet they managed to release the V2. Also, dog penis. My little man's so chill. Oh, his leg just fell down. He's about out. I had no idea about the bankruptcy thing. Yeah, they were like a month away from being completely out of business. And all of a sudden they saved themselves. So good show to them, man. They did good. Is that the safe word for the night? Dog penis? No, I just think it's funny. Because dogs naturally don't wear pants, so the fact that his dog penis is right there is just hilarious. Does the lady at the park still touch his pee-pee? It's the lady at CVS that touches his pee-pee. And it's been funny because as she was petting him, I watched her hands start going underneath and she actively has to stop herself. It's funny. She does it without thinking about it. It's also really difficult because dogs really like their inner thighs pet. So like right here, they really like this part of their thighs being pet. See, that's why they do that. He's no different. Probably saved them though. Bought the 11 and the 43X complete slide. Nice. Oh, okay. Well, yeah. So. Can the lady pet me? I've been trying to steal her away from her husband, but unfortunately her husband's cool. All the cute ones are married. It's like all the nurses are married or lesbians. And I'm not saying that like, oh, they don't like me, so they're lesbians. No, they're literally. I'm Facebook friends with some of them, and they're scissors, like scissor lesbians. Yeah, she always manages to get him worked up though. Whenever we go into that CVS, he gets all worked up. I touched your dog, weenus. He's such a quiet sleeper, except for when he starts to snore. Look how awesome my dog is. I heard Century Arms is now the official distributor of the Apollo 11. That might have helped them out too. She gets hot and bothered. Yeah, it's weird because she's the one that always points it out. She's like, "Uh-oh, I'm touching his penis again." Like real time. "Uh-oh, I'm touching his penis again." All right, he's not going to do it. The minute I put this up, he's going to start kicking me, but he's not doing it right now. I'm always amazed at the doctor's office how many of the nurses love walking up to Rocky like, "Hey, Rocky," before they'll even talk to me. It's fucking hilarious. I'm hopping off. God bless, man, and take care. Thank you, Funtucky. You have a good night, man. We're only going for a little while longer, too. Just trying to stay consistent, do my standard number of lives every week, try to do a couple hours. So this makes almost 4 hours of live streaming today, which is a lot for me. And then I may do some really late night streaming over on Twitch, just kind of doing my Zero to Hero stuff. Wait a minute, your name is Hobson? We have computer. Computers tell us the future. That is what I would look like if I had a stroke. Come on then. I'm gonna tell you everything you ever need to know about your life. Okay, we're about to eat dinner. Good stream. I think I'm gonna jump off too. My dog is tired. He needs to go potty one more time before we go. Hey, Rocky, do you want to go to bed? Yeah, he's out. So, thank you guys so much. If I go to the range, I'll do a couple of like Instagram posts from there. I need to do a video on Lady McClick before I send that off to my buddy. We'll see what happens. Haywood, you have a great one. Have a great night, Joe. Glad I caught this one. Keep coming back, dude. Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays. We're reworking our schedule. I know I had abandoned it for Twitch, but we're going to come back. So 2026, man. Edited videos, more lives, more posts. Other subjects, including cars and computers, will be coming. So this is my only monetized channel, so I need to grow both other channels. So I'm going to monetize on here while re-uploading to those channels. So basically, we're going to do it all. I'm going to touch this button. It's kind of like touching your pleasure button, and